Saunders show where we have real talk, real conversations, and you're welcome to it. Today, we have a really good podcast topic. I'm going to go off camera and me and my co hosts are going to talk about it, but we're going to be talking about drama people that are breaking families apart. This is a very important one. And if you have this in your family, whether you're watching live or you're watching on the replay, comment in the comment section below and be sure to subscribe to my channel and my co host. Okay, let's get into it. So, today, everybody, we have my wonderful co host, and it's Friends with Super Channels. Tell them about your channel.
Hello, everybody. My name is Gio, and I'm the content creator for Friends with Super Channels. It's about all my friends that watch my videos on all my other three channels. I just support them on this channel by telling people about their channel. I do motivation on this channel and a lot of great friendship topics and shorts. So come on over and watch a few videos and shorts, and let's see what happens.
Right. Awesome. So, you guys make sure you go over to subscribe to Friends with Super Channels. I will put her link in the description box after this live is over. So, Gio, today we're talking about drama people within our families that's breaking the families apart. These drama people, they break the families apart. And I know that many of us have drama people, and drama people are basically individuals that like to start mess. They like to be messy. They like to bring problems. They like to bring people down for many different reasons. But we're going to talk about that. But anything you want to say, starting Geo?
No, other than everybody has drama in their family. You know, they always had that one that really wants to be seen or whatever, so they just start mess.
Hmm. Yeah, they want to be seen, they want to be loved, but honestly, they don't love themselves. So that's, I think, the biggest problem is lack of self-love.
Well, with my family, I don't even know what this particular person's problem is, but they really have broken the trust in the family, in my family, and
Mhm.
nobody really want to have anything to do with them. and
Yeah.
and and it looks like they don't want to have nothing to do with us because they're so toxic that they cannot see what they have done, so they blame it all on the family, like we done something and we didn't do a thing, they did it.
Yeah. And I think that's a really big problem for people who are dysfunctional and dramatic and like to be messy within the family and try to break families apart. Is that's exactly what they want. They want division. They want negativity because that's who they are.
Right. And it is crazy. It's like this person wants to put pit sister. She wants all the sisters on her side to be against one sister. They out they mind. I don't play that. I don't play high school games.
Yeah, and it doesn't make any sense, Geo and chat family. It doesn't make sense. Why would you want separation of brothers and sisters or cousins or whatever relatives? Why do you want this sort of division and competition? Like they feel like, oh, you think you're better than me when nobody in families feel like they're better than the other. That's crazy.
Well, I don't know it's jealousy. If your sibling jealousy is
Mhm.
rough, and that brings the drama because if one sibling gets something like a brand new BMW, well, the other one will go out and buy something similar or the same thing. If one gives a big old nice party, then the other one got to do the same thing and say hers is better. I'd be like, I'm kind of glad they on the outs with us now because I don't. When that phone ring and I see that name go across my phone, I'd be like, oh Lord. what's up now. But I'm kind of glad they don't want to talk to me or some of the family members, because now I don't have to talk to them and my life has been better.
Yeah. That's the thing, that they feel like a lot of times that they are hurting you by not talking to you, when actually they're doing you a favor.
Thank you.
Yes. Shout out to everybody who's in the chat. How is everybody doing? Hi, up next with Lamar. Hi, Brilly. Hey, just relax. Hey, love Marlene. Who else is in here? Realist. Hey, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Happy Friday, everybody. So yeah, what you were saying, Gio, is so true. There's so many individuals that they want mess, and it's because for one reason or another, they're jealous of one or two people or many people in the family, but they don't choose to look within and work on themselves, like, what am I doing to participate in this drama? But they just want to stir up more drama.
Yeah, they never do look. They never apologize for nothing. Nothing. I think there's something wrong with them. They need to go to therapy. They need to be locked up in the psych ward.
Hmm.
That's just how I don't care anymore. It's like once you get a person to the point to where whatever they say, whatever, and they could care less whether they see your name on their phone or see you out anywhere. Now I will speak, hey, how you doing? But this particular family member will not speak back. So I'm at the point where, well, this is a job for God, because I don't want to be bothered anymore.
And the thing, I've come to this space, Gio, is it's not my responsibility to grow people up. It's not my responsibility to, to for any of those things. It's not my responsibility to fix their low vibration. It's not my responsibility to help them to have their own relationship with God. It's not, you know it's not my responsibility. And I got to come on camera to say this. And it's not your responsibility either. It's not our responsibility to fix our relatives for their drama and their negativity. It's not. That's not your problem.
Yeah. Well, like, this person came to my brother's funeral, and everybody was speaking to this person, and they just walked by like they didn't even hear nobody. That's the person that has broken the trust in the family by conjuring up a lie that was not true, that kind of almost sent my sister to jail.
Ooh, wee.
And now nobody, wants to be bothered with her. So, she has broken that family trust. And I don't know if it will ever be the same, and don't care at this particular point in time in my life. Because like you said, I don't have time to grow people up, nor do I want to. I have to keep the focus on me and be the best person I could be. I will speak, but I will not. I don't want to have anything other than, hey, how you doing, and that's it, because I already know what's gonna come, because this person doesn't look at themselves, because it's always our fault.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I can't stand, Gio, is when you have relatives and they are having temper tantrums like they're a toddler, and it's like you're, I mean, grown. I don't mean like you just turned 18 to 21. I mean, these are people in their late 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and up, and they're having temper tantrums, screaming and yelling and wanting to fight. It's when is when are these individuals ever going to grow up?
At this point, I doubt it if they ever will,
Hmm. Eh,
because they've been doing this like through the years, but never this bad. You understand? Never this, like, just because we're not siding with that person, everybody, she's not. speaking to any of us,
Yeah.
And I don't know if she belongs in a psych ward. I keep telling my family that we need to put her in there because something wrong with her.
And on top of that, my belief, Gio, is that a lot of people are the way that they are with our relatives because they have been enabled for so long, you know?
Yeah, that's true. And that's true too. And when you stop, that's when they get mad.
Yeah.
And they want to act like you the one did it all and they didn't do a darn thing. And that's just not right. And that's why I say and will continue to tell my family, put her butt in a psych ward for 3, 4 days. I bet she'll be all right.
You never know what will help people. Sometimes people don't make changes in their life until they're somebody that they were close to passes away, and then that shakes them up. Other times it's they get into financial difficulties or a health problem. But my opinion, Gio, is that people don't change until they come into their own relationship with their faith.
Well,
With
that's true
their faith.
too. But we went and tried to find out how we could do it. And one of the police officers told us that he had to put his own mama in there because
Mm,
cause she was acting out and stuff and wouldn't listen and this and that. He said he just did it. And he said that she was mad, but when she came out of there in 5 days, she thanked him because she did not understand how she was disrupting the family.
yeah,
Okay. So I think that we should do this person like this in my family too. Just throw a butt up in there because if it's too many, if it's a lot of family members and they sign that paper, they gonna come get you.
yeah. No, I agree.
And
I agree with that, Gio, because sometimes when people are so out of it, like their mental health is not right, or that I am very much an advocate for mental illness. There's so many people walking around that have undiagnosed mental illness, and they can be in denial all they want to, but that mental illness is not going to get better until somebody is going to have to, as the term is called, Baker Act them. So
yeah,
that's the only thing that will help them. Like I'm just being honest. Sometimes it's you as family members have to make a decision to say this is out of hand, this is out of control, and we have to come together before something happens to where they harm themselves or they harm somebody else.
yeah. I
Mhm.
keep saying that. But it takes more than one family member to say what they saw and this and that and that. But I'm willing to do it because I'm to the point to where I just leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered with that nonsense and all of this. If that's all it takes for you to act like this with your family, then something wrong with her. I just know that, but her mental health is not where it needs to be. Or Marlene, they just have not grown up. They still acting like they 11 years old. She has not faced the trauma that happened in my family. She was only 11 at the time.
Yeah, and trauma can do that to you too, Gio.
Right. And
Trauma.
trauma,
Go ahead.
she's operating with that little girl, that's been hurt so bad. And until she can go in there and heal that little girl, she will never be a grown up.
Yeah,
Never.
that's the problem. So many people don't understand that they are vibrating with their inner child, and that's why they never elevate. That's why people don't want to be around them. That's why they're angry all the time and miserable because they have chosen to ignore what hurt them.
Right.
And
And
they're
if you
go ahead.
you if you bring it up or try to talk about it, oh, I got over that long time ago. It took you 20 years to get over it. That's what they tell me.
Mm.
And I'll be like, well, at least I went to therapy for 5 years to try to be a better person from that trauma. You ain't done nothing but call me telling me I'm in a cult, but I'm doing way better than you.
Mm.
You need to go to therapy. You need to go and talk about what it is and get that hurt out. But she always say, I'm good.
Mhm.
But I can see it come out sideways in many, many ways over the years. But people don't believe that. They don't believe that when you have a trauma that happens to you and it's so bad and you traumatized, that that's sometimes where you be coming from when, and she has no friends. She run off all of her friends like she done her family.
Mm.
Okay, but people don't believe that that trauma can make you do that. It wasn't until I went to therapy, until I said to myself, something is wrong with me, I'm messed up, I need to go get help. It wasn't until I said that a couple of years before I broke at work. I broke down at work like a breakdown, and I could not raise my head up. Okay, all of that pain and trauma just whoosh back in seconds on the job in front of all them people. And that was the best day of my life, let me tell you. Because they told me I couldn't come back to work till I got a therapist.
Mhm.
So that's what sent.
What happened? Did the mic? Can you guys hear me?
Hello?
Oh, I think maybe something. Maybe I got a phone call or something.
Now I got the phone call.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's okay. So that's how come I know for a fact that that trauma is bothering her because it bothered me. And I was acting out and acting like I ain't had no sense until I went and faced it, really faced it, and grew up my inner child and said that, look, I am the adult now. I will take care of you. You will never be hurt like that. I will not let anyone hurt you. That's when I start acting like I had some sense. But I could not do that because I didn't know what was wrong with me. But I knew something was because I just wasn't right.
Mhm.
And when I broke at work and then people told me I couldn't come back to work and I like making money, I went on and did what they said to do. And
Yep.
that was the best day of my life. Because some people will say, I would have been embarrassed. Now, back then I was. But when I think about it today, that was the best day of my life. Because, see, I don't have to live in the past. And
Yep.
I don't have to think about, I don't have to hurt people because I'm hurt. I don't have to be angry anymore. I'm truly happy. This is why dysfunctional people, low vibrational people do not fit in my life because I don't want that kind of hurt in my life anymore. I don't want to be bothered with that. And every time I be around this particular person, I just feel messed up
Mhm.
because that's the kind of energy that they have.
Yeah, and you know that energy carries. So if you're around a negative person, a drama person, an angry person, that energy is going to go right from them to you, and you don't even know the reason why. Next thing you fussing and carrying on and acting crazy, and it's not even your problem. They have projected that negative energy onto you. That is one of the reasons why it's so important for us to stay away from drama people as much as possible. We can't get away 100% when it comes to our relatives because you may have to see them from time to time. But I think that families need to come together and make a commitment to say, we're not going to take so and so from them and things like that, like not allowing them to disrupt functions and things like that. Like if you come here and you do X, Y, and Z, you're out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, this particular person don't come to no family functions, thank God. She only came to my brother's funeral because that's her brother. And she been to or maybe three or four other ones that, of people in our family has passed away. She ain't really started like no mess, but I think she come to gloat.
What do you mean gloat?
Like she come to say, yeah, I'm still here, and I'm not speaking to y'all, and y'all wrong, and I'm right. And then she come to make my other sister that she tried to put in jail feel bad.
Mm. To try to make everybody feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, like we done something and she didn't.
Hmm.
So she don't be knowing them people like we be knowing them, the one that passed away. She don't even, she was too young.
Wow. So she's only there to bring the drama like we're talking about today, and that's why it's important for us to have plans when it comes to that, like when they act up, like you got to have people like when they show up, you got people like you need to go. We already have things like if you start something like I don't
Well,
know about your
the
family, but
most of my family don't know what happened. So
okay.
we ain't about going around and telling people she done this and she done that. As long as this person do not say anything to the person that she tried to send to jail, okay, we good.
Okay.
And I think that's what she be trying to do is to get her to so riled up that she go over there and hit her or something. And so that she can send her to jail that way.
Mm.
I'm telling you.
She's trying to start something, and it's so sad that people who have the same blood running through their veins as you are the ones that are so cold, evil, heartless, miserable, low vibrational, controlling, jealous, like all of it. And I'm to the point, Gia, where I'm just so sick of it that when I find out that that person is going to be there in my family, I won't show up.
Yeah. Well, nobody had. We have another big family thing coming up, and nobody has invited her, and no, she don't know about it, and I don't. She wouldn't come to things like that where it's just family. You understand?
Hmm.
But she didn't tow her draws with the whole family,
Yep.
so she doesn't come. She comes to funerals.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's why I say she come there to just try to start something with the other sister.
Yeah. Like, just to annoy her, like I showed up. And what gets me is they show up like with a smirk on their face.
Yes, that.
That's what I can't stand. I just want to slap them. But I have been
Well, she
for
does, but
that,
she
Gio.
knows that if she do that, what's gonna happen. So we just when she come, we leave.
Mm.
But we already done been there like an hour, so it's time to go. And this is at the wake or something like that.
Yeah, I understand that, Gio, but I'm just saying that it's so difficult because families should be about love and support and kindness, but just like Real said in the chat, I can't think of one family that doesn't have that same issue. But how many people are willing to talk about it, Gio?
Well, I'm willing to talk about it because I don't want it to be like weighing heavily on me. The more I talk about it, the more I don't want to have nothing to do with her.
Hmm.
The
And the
more
more,
I see what I need to see,
right.
and once you put it out there, the truth out there, then it's gone. Like today, I really, 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 really want to put her butt in the psych ward.
Hmm.
For real.
Trust and believe. Like Real said, we all have at least one. I think in my family we got two or three of them.
You
So
lucky.
yeah,
Wait, what about the one that brings the drama? The husband died. Listen at this one in the
okay.
family. The husband didn't die 2, 3 years ago. Me, Beverly, and the whole family, we all went to the wake and stuff. 2 years down the line, that particular family member calls another family member and asks them did they have an affair with the husband.
What? Messy.
Went and told the whole family, and we ain't even know nothing about it.
Oh,
The
it's a
way we found out that the whole family knew was we went to the hospital to visit our first cousin who brought it up.
mm-mm-mm.
Now you talking about some drama. That particular person wanted to kick that person's butt. Okay.
I already know that, but when you do that, when you argue with them and make a scene, you give them exactly what they want.
Yeah, but that did not happen because I'm there and I'm like, child, please.
Mm.
And then come to find out, the sons of that person say that she done lost it because the man, the husband that she was married to was abusive, emotionally abusive to her.
Well,
So I guess everybody done slept with him.
ain't that some crazy? It's some real mess, and in my family, it our drama always comes when someone passes away. Always, always, always. It's drama when someone passes away and then they want to say oh, why you made that purple or why you did this. Oh, they don't like that. It's like they come in trying to control things and they don't have two pennies to rub together to help with it.
Well, family drama is the worst.
It's
It's the worst.
it's the
And,
worst.
and go ahead.
No, I was just repeating what you said. Yeah, they're the worst.
And and today I am so glad that I went and got myself together and invited God back in my life. And today I just don't have no tolerance for stupidness. That's just stupid to me. It's like get a life. Grow up. No, I'm not participating in your mess. And no, you're not getting my power. You can kiss where the sun don't shine. That's what you can do. Okay? Because I'm not finna be bothered with that mess, Marlene.
I already know that me and you have had conversation online and offline about a lot of details, but when it comes to that word family, it took me a while and therapy for me to learn that just because you're related to somebody is not going to make you family. Family can be a friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People who will pour into you and support you, that's family. And some people go too far and think that they're entitled to things and knowledge and to get things just because of being related. No, you need to act right. You need to act like you love us. You need to do the right thing. You need to be supportive and not just be about yourself. But some people never grow up.
No,
Absolutely
they
never
never.
grow up.
And that's how come they never grow up because they have not faced what it is that hurt them. Most of the time, it's a trauma, and people they don't believe it. But I'm telling you, I went through it all my 20s, and I think I went to therapy in my 30s, and I look back and I'm like, wow. But I
Mhm.
had a lot of fun in my 20s. I ain't gonna lie. But they had a lot of pain in my 20s as well because I was trying to cover something that hurt me so bad that I couldn't function unless I buried it somewhere. But it was coming out sideways, and I was being mean and, untrue and all this kind of stuff. And I kept saying to myself, what is wrong with me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was something until, like I said, I kept saying that. And I remember I said, and I was mad at God. Okay. So I wasn't trying to pray. and it was like, it was a mess, and my life was a mess. It wasn't until, I'm telling you, that I broke at work, and that's when I got my life together. It was just the trauma was too much, and the pain of it was too much, that it broke me.
Mhm.
And when it did, child, it broke me. And I am so happy for that. And I do not, I'm just here to let people know that if you're suffering from a trauma, or something happened to you way back when, and you keep wondering why you don't have no friends, why you keep picking the same kind of friends, same kind of relationship, you got to go back and look at that. Because at that point in time, I was like 17. So at this I was leading with my 17-year-old girl inside, because I had never grew up.
Mhm. And on top of that, Jill, you have to ask yourself this question. What did I allow? What did I enable? What role did I play in it? That, like, that accountability thing, that it's not always you and what you did, but a lot of times when it comes to our relatives, we turn a blind eye to things. We let things go and say things like, "Oh, you know how auntie is. You know how uncle is. You know how this."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but today I don't say that. I say the truth. Girl, you need to go get some help. You messed up. You know you have not got over that trauma that happened in our family. So you need to move around and go get some help, because I am not going to sit here and listen to your mess. I don't have time for it anymore, because it's just, when they seen me go through it, they seen that the most of them said I was in a cult. Because when I came out of therapy that first year to that second year, I was different. Okay. Because I had learned how to live differently and think differently and know that there's a better way. I thought I was thinking healthy, and they were saying I was in a cult. And I would get put out of Thanksgiving, I'd get put out of Christmas. I got put out a lot of stuff, because they would bring the trauma up and try to glorify it. And I'm like, hell no, that ain't how it happened. And this is how it happened, you know?
Yeah.
And it took them years to understand that I was not going back to what I used to be and how I used to think, that I'm going to move forward. And I think because I stayed fast at what I wanted to do and who I wanted to be in my life, that if they wanted to be in my life, they had to make room for me.
Mhm.
That this new Geo, okay? And what happened through the years, because I stayed and started using all the tools, they got better, except that one.
Yeah. I already said, I say it all the time, Gio. I'm so proud of you and everybody else that has the courage to face things for what it was, because traumatic things happens in everybody's families. Traumatic.
Hello? You there? Uh-oh, I don't know where she went.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now, but you had dropped out.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my volume and everything, but I just wanted to say that it happens in every family, but we don't have to keep doing the toxicity and the abuse and the jealousy and the anger and all of that. We don't have to continue that. We can bring in a generation of teaching, communication. Talk about how you feel before you just ghost. You know what I mean? Tell people,
Yeah.
I don't like what you've done. Tell them, this is the reason why I have to stay away from you, because you do this and I don't like it and I will not allow it. Then you cut people off. But there's some individuals that even if you tell them, it's not going to change anything. you have to do things in a situation by situation basis. Some people you can't talk to them because it won't get to them. Some relationships you just have to cut them off completely. Some of them you can talk to them because they just need the same thing you needed, probably some therapy, some faith, and they'll be okay. But some individuals is just evil, and you just can't deal with them.
Yep.
You just got to know
Yep.
what you're dealing with. That's all.
Well, you know, this last time I seen this particular person, that's when I made up my mind. That's it.
Hmm.
I'm done. There's
And
nothing I can do. This is a job for God.
yeah.
You know, when I was out there doing the acting and out and doing what I wanted to do, my sisters tried to talk to me and this and that. I heard them, but I kept saying to myself, well, maybe they right. Maybe something wrong with me. But it took me another 3, 4 years before I broke.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think because I kept saying to myself, something is wrong with me, I think that helped me get to where I could break.
Yep. Everybody takes time. Healing takes
Right.
time. Maturity takes time. Personal growth, and on top of all of that, Geo, it takes courage to face. Oh, I do this, or I allowed this, or I enabled this, and then doing something different. For me, that's what it took for me to like finally take off those rose-colored glasses, and also developing a relationship with myself, like, no, I'm not going to let you run over me, whereas before I would just feel like I had to put up with it because that's my relatives, and you know how they are. But when you love yourself, you stop making excuses, and not keep allowing people to run over your heart, over your feelings, over your opinion.
Okay. You didn't cut out again, Marlene. Marlene? I don't know what has happened, guys, but this has been a great podcast. And I'm going to try to get her on.
Do you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know. I was getting a phone call. Sorry about that. But I just wanted to say that this has been a wonderful podcast, just like Gio started to say. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe to not only my channel, but also Friends with Super Channels. And also check out all of my amazing mods. Realist one here. A brilliant, let's see, a brilliant blessed mess. I don't know who else came in here. Oh, just relax now, and check out their content. And if you enjoy their content, feel free to subscribe. So thank you guys for tuning in, and don't let drama in your family take you out and make you do something crazy, like break down, lose your mental health, lose everything you have financially. You just got to know what you want to do, cut them off, and do what's best for you and your immediate family. So thank you, Gio.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye bye, guys.